full disclosure, this video is probably not going to be all that exciting. I've been really struggling down on one of the canals I've fished last few sessions. Haven't seen much of anything. I had a zander take and a perch, but it was all I saw for the entirety of these two sessions. It took me a little while, but I kind of finally decided, you know what, the canal that I've been fishing isn't that good. So I got a membership for one of my more local canals. I fished it before a couple of years back, and it's just, you know, jam-packed full of small fish, tiny jack pike, plenty of perch, chub and things like that. So I thought I'd give that a go. I do catch in this video. I had plenty of hits, a few of which were off camera, but it was mostly small jack pike. But I wanted to get a video up, so here it is. Let's get fishing. With it being wet today, a lot of rain yesterday, I'm expecting a tough session, but I'm gonna start off just by letting my baits hit the floor. Just go with a slow, steady retrieve. Water's still got a nice bit of clarity to it. Gonna check out how this bait is swimming. It's got a nice little wobble to it. Good jig. These aren't the kind of baits that I typically use. Oh. But yeah, I wanted to use the medium setup today, so we'll see if we can nail a few smaller fish. Go for numbers rather than size today. I don't think this canal is chocked full of big fish, but it is teeming with fish. I was tempted to put off fishing for a couple of hours. This rain is going to be here until around about 11 o'clock by the looks of things. It's about 8:30 now, so I've got a couple of hours really. With all the rain we've had, typically I would completely write off the river fishing. It's just too much. Most of the rivers are probably flooded by now. And with that flood water coming into the rivers, fish don't tend to feed so much, I find. I'll have better luck when the rain eases off, if the water starts kind of coming through. I'm not a canal fisherman. I know there's no flow in the water necessarily, so I don't know how long it takes for fresher water to get into this, but if there's stuff being washed down from roads and stuff, that could be enough to put them off, I think. Still, I'd rather fish for a couple of hours, not catch anything. I've got my waterproofs on, so I shouldn't be getting too wet. Nice that there's actually a bit of feature in the margin. Reeds and lilies beginning to come through. So this canal runs through a fairly picturesque Cotswold town, so it's maintained pretty well, and things like trees, overhanging trees and stuff are kind of left, so long as the odd narrowboat can get through, I think. They're just left kind of to grow over, which gives me quite a lot of additional cover. Just coming in, so you know, I'm more productive so far on this thing after maybe half an hour's fishing than the entirety of my sessions on some of the BAA stretches. Could just be weather, but I'd say the weather at the minute's probably worse. But judging by the size of that fish, I'm on for a session of jacks. I'm not going to complain about that though. I love catching little jack pike. Just got to see if I can get down to the edge to hand line them in rather than putting these in the net. But yeah, just because I hit had a hit from a jack pike then doesn't mean that there aren't some monsters in here as well. Confidence on the bait. Pull through a little snag there. Going to run my bait close to where I was fishing a second ago, where I had that hit, and see if I can't nail that one fish. He probably felt the hooks, or more than likely saw me. That'll spook him, I would have thought. But yeah, consider me confidence boosted, and I'm excited for a session of jacks and smaller fish. I'm getting the bumps that you'd expect off of jacks, but they're right in the places where snags are. And whilst it would be nice to think that they're jacks popping out, because hey, you're going to hide in one of those snaggy areas, that's the cover you want, but it's more than likely just the snag. Running them in nice and slowly across this cover. I'm going to go again on that. I'm also going to have a cast under that tree quickly. I'm going to let them drop too much. If anything's fallen in from that tree, I'll snag up and break off. Yeah, this rain is slowly calming down now, which is nice. That's something coming out the weeds then. It wasn't, it was me pulling something underneath. Just need some more of those snappy little jack pikes that just whip out of the margins quicker than anything. Slam your bait. Oh, there's a fish. See how close I can get down. Is that? Bang there. Okay. Okay, Nick on top of him, he's about to go. So let's just let him go back. There he goes. And to cut the video off there, we must have had hits from 5 or 6 jack pike in the end. Unfortunately, we didn't get many of them on video, but we did manage to get that one on the bank, so that's pretty good, even with the terrible weather that we were having. A few of the rivers and the roads were flooded by the time I ended up leaving, so I was pretty lucky to be getting home in the end. We're due some nicer weather soon, so hopefully I'll be able to get down there again, get a few more on the bank. I know the canal a bit better now, so they should be a bit more productive. Don't forget to like and subscribe, keep your eyes out for those future videos. Fish lamp.